Yo, what's up everybody? It's Top Rank Travel. Back at it again with another video, and this time we're diving headfirst into the wild world of airports. Now, I love to travel, but let's be real. Airports can be the actual worst part of any trip. The delays, the crowds, the never-ending security lines. It's enough to make you miss your flight entirely. So today, we're taking a look at the top 12 worst airports in the US. These bad boys are notorious for turning travel dreams into total nightmares. Buckle up, it's gonna be a bumpy ride. Let's get started. Alright, let's kick things off in the Big Apple. New York City, the city that never sleeps. But man, I wish this airport would take a nap. LaGuardia, LGA, where do I even begin? This place is like a time capsule from the 70s, but not in a cool retro way. We're talking outdated terminals, cramped spaces, and more construction than a Bob the Builder marathon. J.D. Power consistently gives LGA a big thumbs down for its lack of amenities and constant congestion. And don't even get me started on the delays. The Points guy called LaGuardia the worst large airport in the US back in 2019. They basically said it's stuck in the past with terrible infrastructure and even worse, on-time performance. Ouch! Alright, from the East Coast, we're jetting over to the West Coast, landing in sunny Los Angeles. Now, LAX. Everyone's heard of LAX. It's a landmark, sure, but a landmark of stress and confusion. First off, traffic. Getting to LAX is like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded during rush hour while riding a unicycle. It's a nightmare. And once you're actually inside, good luck finding your gate. The layout is more confusing than a Christopher Nolan movie. LAX consistently ranks low in passenger satisfaction surveys, and Skytrax even gave them a big fat worst award in 2020. Delays? You bet. FlightStats says you're looking at an average delay of a whole hour. Next up, we're headed to the Garden State, but trust me, this airport is no walk in the park. Newark Liberty International, EWR. Infamous for delays and customer service that's about as pleasant as a root canal. J.D. Power, our ranking gurus, they basically gave EWR an F in every category. Terminal facilities? Awful. Baggage claim? Even worse. It's like they're trying to make your travel experience as miserable as possible. And the delays? Oh man, the delays. FlightAware says only 72% of flights actually leave on time. That means you've got a 1 in 4 chance of being stuck in this airport purgatory longer than expected. Seriously, if you can avoid Newark, do yourself a favor and book a flight from literally anywhere else. Alright, from one historical city to another, we're touching down in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Now, Philly's got a lot going for it, but its airport, PHL, is not one of them. We're talking outdated infrastructure, security lines that snake on for days, and a general feeling of get me out of here. Travel Plus Leisure did a survey, and let's just say PHL did not get a glowing review. Passengers complained about the cleanliness or lack thereof, and the overall vibe was just off. And to top it all off, the on-time performance here is just sad. Next up, we're heading to the Sunshine State, but don't expect a warm welcome at this airport. Miami International, MIA, is a chaotic mix of constant construction and overcrowded terminals. It's like they're trying to build a whole new airport around you while you're trying to catch a flight. The Points guy put MIA on their avoid at all costs list, citing confusing signage and a general sense of I'm lost and I just want to go home. And the delays? Oh yeah, they've got those too. An average delay time of 55 minutes for departing flights. Alright, we're back in the Windy City, but this time, it's not the weather that's got us down. Chicago Midway, MDW, is known for two things: congestion and a serious lack of amenities. Imagine trying to cram a whole clown car into a phone booth. That's Midway Airport during peak travel times. J.D. Power gave them low marks for their terminal facilities and food options, which is a shame because Chicago's known for its food. And if you thought the on-time performance would be better here, think again. Passengers complained about delays, limited seating, and just a general feeling of, I can't wait to get out of here. Aloha, we're heading to paradise. But first, we've got to navigate the obstacle course that is Honolulu International Airport, HNL. Now, you'd think an airport in Hawaii would be all sunshine and rainbows, right? Wrong. HNL is like that one friend who still hasn't updated their wardrobe since high school. Outdated facilities, crowded terminals, and baggage claim that takes longer than a layover in Fiji. Travel Plus Leisure readers were not impressed, giving HNL low marks for its dated infrastructure and those infamous baggage claim wait times. And the on-time performance? Let's just say island time doesn't apply to departures. From the Pacific, we're heading back to the Atlantic, landing in sunny Fort Lauderdale. But don't let the sunshine fool you. This airport is no vacation. Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood International, FLL, is notorious for its long lines, overcrowded waiting areas, and a general feeling of I'm trapped in a sardine can. J.D. Power put FLL near the bottom of the barrel for customer satisfaction. Passengers complained about everything from the terminal facilities to the food options. And the delays? Oh yeah, they've got them in spades. We're talking an average delay time of 50 minutes. Next up, we're heading to the Motor City. But this airport is more like a broken-down jalopy. Detroit Metropolitan Airport, DTW, is a sprawling complex of long walks, crowded check-in areas, and a general feeling of I should have driven. The Points Guy did a whole expose on DTW, and it wasn't pretty. They ranked it poorly for terminal comfort, food options, and just about everything else. Passengers complained about the lack of seating, the limited food choices, and the overall feeling of being stuck in a concrete jungle. And the on-time performance? Well, it's not great. All right, we're back on the East Coast, touching down in historic Boston. Now, Boston's got a lot going for it. History, culture, clam chowder, but its airport is not one of them. Boston, Logan International, BOS, is a chaotic mix of busy terminals, long security lines, and a general feeling of, I just want to get to my destination. Skytrax gave BOS a failing grade for its security process and terminal facilities. Passengers complain about the long lines, the cramped spaces, and the general feeling of being herded like cattle. And the on-time performance? Only 74% of flights actually manage to leave on time. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're headed to Texas, and everything's bigger in Texas, including the airport headaches. Dallas, Fort Worth International, DFW, is a sprawling behemoth of an airport, and navigating it is like trying to find a needle in a haystack the size of Texas. J.D. Power gave DFW a big thumbs down for its terminal facilities and ease of access. Passengers complain about the long walks, the confusing layout, and the general feeling of, I'm going to miss my connecting flight. And the on-time performance? Well, let's just say it's not exactly known for its punctuality. Only 70% of flights actually manage to leave on time. So yeah, if you're flying through DFW, be prepared to pack your patience. And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for, the #1 worst airport in the U.S. Drumroll please. It's Chicago O'Hare International Airport, OARD. That's right, folks. O'Hare takes the crown for being the most stressful, delay-ridden, and generally unpleasant airport in the entire country. The Bureau of Transportation Statistics says ORD has one of the worst on-time performance records in the nation. A dismal 68% of flights actually manage to leave on time. The Points Guy ranked it the absolute worst major airport in the U.S. citing everything from terrible customer service to endless delays to overcrowding that would make a sardine claustrophobic. So there you have it, the top 12 worst airports in the US. These are the places where travel dreams go to die, where patience wears thinner than your phone battery after a long day of scrolling, and where delays are more common than bad jokes from your dad. Have you had the misfortune of experiencing any of these airport nightmares firsthand? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your horror stories. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more travel tips and insights, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video.